have a look at one of the greatest goals I've seen on this ground. That's deliberate. That's majestic. Sheer brilliance. Sheer brilliance. That's all you can say about that piece of football from a talented footballer. Absolutely unsavable. Absolutely magnificent.
Hey, what's up guys? Good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending on where or when you're listening to this. Welcome to another edition of Second Yellow. On today's edition we get into the Premier League 11 not to win the league. Joining the lineup today is Marco, Stuart, Liam and Candice. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to leave a like at the end.
What's up everybody? Thank you for joining me again for another week. Last week was quite interesting, and this week is going to be even more interesting. Don't know who suggested it. Well, it was me. I am joined by, once again, Alex Ferguson of Football to Us, Candy Kate. Say what's up.
Hey, hi.
AKA the Black Sedan, X8. Liam, what's up? Say what's up.
You know me. Hey guys.
We have the Mr. Ajax himself, Marco.
Hello everybody.
And Mr. Broken Back Stuart.
I think my name is
AKA
changed,
Ashley Cole. Why?
AKA I break your legs or it's the ball.
I was waiting for that. I think I need more. I think I should be like the Sir Alex of football, you know?
No.
No, Candice to Alex of football.
Candice, we're gonna have a chat about that on the side. We might have to do our own little podcast.
You know, Stuart, today was actually a really significant day, and I was thinking about you today because it was the day that Arsenal gave Van Persie a guard of honor as he won the league. Yeah, I was thinking about you today, and I was like, we didn't talk quite often in these couple of days, a couple of years ago.
The sound's not good. I don't know if it's just my phone, but the sound sounds not good at all.
You heard her perfectly fine, you liar.
Yeah, you
say
That South African Wi-Fi. Wow.
Save the shots. Marco's actually in South London. Save the shots for that.
Swear down. That is South London Wi-Fi, South everything.
Let's just start off. Premier League 11 not to win the World Cup. We'll start off.
Not the
World Cup?
No,
not to win the. Sorry,
The
Premier League 11. Premier League 11 not to win the league. I don't know. I'm jumping.
If it was to be the World Cup, we'll have a long list. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that would be a long list.
That would be a long list.
Basically, it's Argentina and Portugal.
And England.
England won the World Cup 1966.
England won a World Cup, guys.
Premier League players. Premier League players.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the way? Are we looking at cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start.
Let's start it off. So we'll start off with the goalkeepers first. Mr. Ashley Cole himself. Stuart, do you want to kick us off?
Sure. I had a debate with myself on this, but
He does do that.
ultimately I went with Pepe Reina.
Same.
Oh, terrible choice. Terrible choice.
Yeah.
What?
291 appearances, 134 clean sheets, Golden Glove 3 times.
Yeah, man.
Other than your standards of Czech, Van der Sar, Schmeichel, and probably Seaman, Pepe Reina would be right up there with one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League ever.
Yeah.
Marco, it sounds like you have somebody different. Do you wanna elaborate on your pick?
Yeah, definitely. I think I actually have three goalkeepers in mind, but I think the unanimous one will definitely be Shea Given.
I had Shea Given too.
Not over Pepperino.
Not
I'm
over
sorry.
Pepe Reina. No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That Shea Given guy was good, but he had too many mistakes in him.
So the Pepe Reina
Shea
towards the
Given,
end.
Pepe Reina is still playing in the Premier League. I'll have you know, he's Aston Villa's goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's on the bench, and the only reason why
Yeah.
was Tommy Heaton's injured. He can't even get into Aston Villa's first team. He's got two
Yeah,
mistakes.
because
Like
Pepe Reina is
my
like in
other
his
my other
40s.
goalkeeper that I had, but so is Gigi Buffon, and you'd rather have Gigi Buffon than
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
no, obviously.
Gigi Buffon was a bench player for PSG, so
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, it's the same. You could also have James in this argument.
No, James, Calamity
I mean,
James.
David
No
James
ways.
is probably one.
I had David James
Exactly,
as
but
one
the
of my
thing is
three.
that's why I wouldn't put him in here.
Yeah.
Because David James has got the most appearances.
Yeah, David
No, but
James played.
It's not about appearances because you can play for a club for 500 games and do nothing. Because
No,
if
but
you look at Shea
But
Given,
he
he's
also
never
jumped
never
around.
had a Golden Glove. Shea Given's never had a Golden Glove. He's had almost double the appearances as Pepe Reina with less clean sheets.
Yeah, but Stuart, you
But
also
Shea
have to
Given-
look who plays in front of them.
Yeah, but I had this
Exactly.
argument last week, and I
He
said
did.
Alan Shearer should be my striker because he had like Norberto Solano and Lauren Robeg as,
Hey, what's
as
wrong
his
with Nobby?
providers, and he scored 260 goals in the Premier League. And you guys shut me out because he's not as good as Aguero.
and
He's not. He's not. He's not. He's not.
okay, so what other names are in the hat? I've got another name, a golden oldie. Who
I'll say
definitely
Shea
should-
Given's
should
up
be in
there.
here.
Shea Given's up there for sure. But if you're going to go appearances and even similar stats, I'd even go with UC Jaskalainen.
I even had-
436
Right, you know.
appearances,
Yeah.
108 clean sheets.
Brad Friedel's also up there.
Brad
yeah, I was
Friedel
about
That's
to
also
up
say
not a
there.
bad call.
Who?
Brad
Brad
Friedel.
Friedel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was alright too, but ultimately, I'm going with Reina. I think it was easier decision to make, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
as
going
Stuart
with
said,
Reina.
like
Reina would.
clean sheets, appearances,
So
and
Pepper,
the level that he played at with Liverpool as well. So
Yeah.
so
Reina.
Three times
So who wins
Golden
it?
Glove.
I will say-
No
I will
other
say-
person that you've mentioned has had a Golden Glove. Not Shea Given, not David James, not UC Jaskalainen, not Brad Friedel.
I'd-
3 times
I'd-
Golden Glove,
I'd-
Pepe Reina.
And he
I'd
still
another
couldn't win the
keeper.
Premier League. We had all those golden gloves and he still couldn't win the Premier League, guys.
I had
Listen.
Other name that my other goalkeeper that I had was Neville Southall from Everton. who
Oh
was
yeah, that's a good one too.
amazing. That's
maybe
he was
that's
amazing.
maybe Neville Southall. Not a bad shout. I only seen clips of him. I haven't watched him.
Bro, I don't even know who he is.
Neville Southall.
Oh, you're such a
I mean,
summer
he won.
child.
I have no idea who that is.
You're such a summer child. Oh, look at you.
Yeah, but hold on, Marco. We're talking about Premier League, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying
Neville Southall
didn't play in Premier League, but he only played
but not
maybe
as long,
4 years
yeah.
in the Premier League.
He did.
2, 3,
He
4
played-
seasons.
But at his prime,
because he won the FA Cup with he won the FA Cup with Everton against United in '95. They won the game 1-0, and
Yeah.
Andreas Limpard scored the goal, and he was the keeper that actually won them that game. He was just amazing.
Okay, so that's 3 seasons in the Premier League.
yeah, I
Are
would.
you going to take somebody with 3 seasons in the Premier League? You were talking
Yeah, I
about
would-
earlier,
Fair
like
enough,
you
but
can't include
yeah,
people
but that
if
was-
they've only been in there
But
for a
that's
little bit of
why.
time.
But that's why I wouldn't
He didn't go with him.
above Shea Given
Yeah.
or even David James. That's why he was like my third choice. But I understand why he would go. I just wouldn't have Reina in there because I think there was too many mistakes in him, and that's the same reason why I wouldn't go with David James.
David James, definitely. That's also why I didn't go with him.
But the
Mone,
fact
who
that
did you
his
have?
nickname is Calamity James is just ridiculous.
I had Pepe Reina.
Okay, well then let's.
And then special mentions. I had Shea Given and Brad Friedel.
Yeah, I had that same three. Yeah.
So no, I
I
think
had
like,
UC as a special mention. I mean, 436 appearances, and pretty much for Bolton. I think he did a little bit with West Ham after Big Sam went there. 108 clean sheets. That's not something to be scoffed at.
no, not at all.
Mhm.
No, definitely.
I think
Definitely not.
he's
So
got
I
a
think
shorter career than Shea Given, and Shea Given has about 111 or something like that clean sheets.
113.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but
Marco,
Shay
what were
Given,
you saying?
No, I think so. So it sounds like it's going to be Reina with Shay Given and as an honourable mention. Then.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
We'll
I'd
give,
say
we give
if
all these
I had to
people
have a
and-
bench, Shea Given would be on my bench for sure.
no, I have no quarrels with that. As long
I'm
as
not
we
gonna
can-
fight over the goalkeeper so much. Yeah, they're
Um,
all pretty good. I can leave my fight for other people, but
I'm fighting every
Ixie,
position this
Okay.
week.
Tell
Ixie,
me,
do you want to start us off with the left back?
bro. I can't. That one's so difficult. I wanted to even put Bell left back. That's how hard it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it easier. I scratch Bale off the left back position. I'll
That makes it
yeah, me
harder.
too.
Can I start on right back?
Yeah, go right back
go
then.
with it. There's only
Go.
one right back, so let's do right back. There's only one right back.
I didn't have a right back. I didn't. It's blank. It's staring at me
It has
because
to
none
be-
of them were good enough.
It
I
has
had
to
No,
none
there's only
good enough.
one.
be- It has to be
I
Carragher.
got one. I got one.
I had one, but I didn't think he was that good. But I had one.
All right,
It has
Ix, who
to
did you
be-
go with?
I went with Jamie Carragher.
No, he's a centre back. He's not a right back. Come on.
No.
He can't play fullback though because
Them-
when he broke into the Liverpool team, he came in at fullback. He was
Yeah, but he played the majority of his career at centre back. That's like
Yeah,
saying,
he's a
okay,
centre back. There's no way
yeah,
I'm
come
putting
on.
him at a right
I'm
back.
also there's no way I'm
not
gonna put him at
accepting
right
that.
back.
Are we
No way,
not?
me neither. No. Mm-mm.
Oh my days.
Not accepting.
Okay, cool. Oh my goodness.
This is what
Candice, do you want to give the one
Ah,
right back? Or
I
the
didn't.
one I was
didn't
gonna
have
say, he's won the league. I think. Oh mad.
a lot of these players have, like, you look at them or players that you think of, and they've always won the league at least once.
like once, and you're like,
Like,
damn it,
there's
yeah.
There's-
I've got one that was quality for Tottenham. Probably one of the mainstays of the Tottenham team, and he was
Stuart.
he was
No, he was left back.
Stephen Carr.
Stephen
Okay.
Carr.
Yeah, Stephen. Yeah, yeah.
Not a bad
That's
choice.
That's the one I had as a maybe, but I wasn't sure. I had Stephen Carr as well.
Stephen Carr was a right back. I mean, he was Mr. Dependable. He would always guarantee you a 6 or 7 out of 10 every week.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
would-
give you. I'm gonna interject here because right back seems to be the problem. But I had one name. Stephen Carr was actually the other name, but one name I automatically thought of as a right back, and he's a World Cup winner as well, and that's Arbeloa.
Was it a Chelsea player? Oh.
Oh no, 100%.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No. He was
Stephen
really
Carr was.
good. No,
Yeah.
Arbeloa was better than him.
Arbeloa
Arbeloa was better
was
than
by
him.
far. I think everybody would. Nobody can argue with me that you wouldn't want Arbeloa. You wouldn't have want Arbeloa in your team
Mm.
with the time he was playing at
No.
Liverpool.
Oh, 100%. I'm putting Arbeloa
Yeah.
at the top.
Okay.
100.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think I can agree with you
still would have
there.
I think I still would have taken Stephen Carr over Arbeloa. He was a terrible defender. He didn't offer nothing going forward, and at the back, he always had.
He went to Real
Yeah.
Madrid. He wasn't a scrub, you know. Like
Yeah, I do.
I'm sorry. Gravison played for Real Madrid.
Yeah, but
Gravison was good them times, you know. Gravison was actually really good. You
he
know,
was at Real Madrid for like what 7 years and only played just 140 games.
yeah, Bell's been there for like 5. He's only played like 100.
But Bale's probably done more.
I went to Real Madrid because he was an academy player. He was from
Yeah.
so they took him back.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the only reason why I went there. I mean, the other one was Julian Falbe from West Ham. They just out of
The right backs were very, very tough in this one. They really
I
were.
don't think so. I
I just
honestly
look
don't
at-
think
I
so.
just think
So who did you have, Stuart?
Arbeloa. No. I think you guys forget about Arbeloa. Hey, is this the guy that played for like 2 seasons for Liverpool and he played
West
like 1
Ham.
season for West Ham?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Arbeloa.
He was at West Ham. He was at West Ham.
no, he never went to West Ham.
Was he?
Absolutely
West
went to
Ham.
West Ham.
Yes,
Absolutely
Arbeloa went to West Ham. Yes, he did.
Okay, so
guys.
no. You're talking
Oh,
about a guy that has 69 appearances and 30 clean sheets, and you putting him in your all-time Premier League right back position?
No, I'd go with
This
Stephen
is-
Carr before Arbeloa.
Won
I
a
would
World
go
Cup
with
with Spain.
Bakary Sagna before I go with Stephen
He's
Carr.
won the league though. He's won.
He's
I
won
was
the
gonna
league.
say something, but he's won the league.
With who? Name
With who?
City.
No, you didn't.
Did he
Arbeloa
not?
didn't play for City. He played for Liverpool and
Not
West Ham.
Sagna.
No. Sagna.
Oh, Sagna. Yeah, Sagna
Okay.
won the league with City, I think.
He
Sagna
did.
did
Yeah.
not win the league.
He
Just
he
to
was
clear
there for like
things up.
3 years. He must have.
Just to clear things up, Arbeloa was at Liverpool for 3 years. He was then
Yeah.
at Real Madrid for 5, and then he only played 3
Then he went
games
to
for
West
West
Ham.
Ham.
Yeah.
That's moving like he went from Liverpool to West Ham. Come on, man.
It doesn't matter. He hasn't played nearly enough, and
No.
Sagna didn't win the league. Sagna
Sagna-
did not win the Premier League.
He didn't.
If
He
Sagna-
didn't.
Arsenal or
I
for
looked it up
Manchester
now. He
City.
didn't.
If he did it,
He
then he's
never-
on my team. I was gonna say him, but I thought he won the league.
He won the League Cup
267
and the FA
games
Cup,
and 95 clean sheets.
You know
and he
that
was a runner-up.
Stephen
He was a
Carr-
runner-up to the league.
I thought he
Stephen
won the
Carr,
league.
377 games and 83 clean
Guys,
sheets.
you know what?
To Sagna's
Um,
267 and 95. Sagna's my right back.
No, Sagna's my right back. If
But then
Sagna has not won the league. Yeah.
I know he
Yeah,
hasn't
Sagna
won.
hasn't. He hasn't.
you
He's
know what,
only
I
won the
thought he
FA
won
Cup.
league. 'Cause I thought he was there for so long that he must have won it by now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how can you not be if you're at City for 2-3 years? I'm sure you've won the league. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
he
dude,
hasn't.
He
But
went to City. He went to City like
I just
early
think-
days.
Ah.
He wa-
Before, I think
I just think Stephen.
Pellegrini.
I just think Stephen Carr. Stephen Carr had the longevity. He played at a good level. He was international. I mean, let's also be honest. When he was playing, because he never really had a good. They weren't really a good team, but he was on a stand with the
Yeah, he was
Okay,
good at
so-
Newcastle. He was good at Newcastle. He was good at Tottenham.
yeah.
He's a good play. He's a good player, Marco. Like nobody's saying he's a bad player, but would you put somebody who's played more
but I was
games
sa-
and had less clean sheets over somebody that's played less games with more clean sheets as a defender in your
But then-
team?
Again, the clean. But I would say clean sheets comes more into effect at centre back.
Yeah, clean sheet
Wait.
with fullbacks isn't exactly.
No, but I think
Yes.
Sagna's better than Carr. Come on, man. Let's be real.
I think Sagna's better than Carr.
But also you've
better than
seen
Carr.
Sagna play more than you've
No, but
seen
you
Stephen
would-
Carr. You didn't even know who
Yeah,
was it
but
now.
I've seen Stephen. I've
Southall.
seen
You didn't
Stephen-
even know what the Neville Southall. So let's
Of course,
Must
I
say-
didn't know him because he's a goalkeeper for Everton.
I've seen Stephen Carr as well, and
I've seen
but
Stephen Carr. I say it was
I
bold.
I
think
watched
Carr-
Stephen
I-
Carr throughout the Premier League. I just think Sagna was better.
I just think Arbeloa. Yeah, Sagna.
Arbeloa,
he
no,
played out of the three.
no.
Wait, listen,
No.
Arbeloa
63
came.
appearances, 20 clean
Yeah.
sheets. No,
It's
he can
66.
go. He can leave my
He came
Premier
to.
League. No.
He came to
But
my
let's
mind.
also- but let's also
I'm
be
not
honest.
gonna take. I won't take Arbeloa before Sagna. Definitely
I
not.
won't
No,
take
I
Arbeloa
put
full
I
stop.
put Sagna first. I put Sagna first.
Sagna, let's go.
Definitely.
But how many years? But how many years did Sagna play in the league? As
He
well?
was in the Premier League for a while, man.
Well, he
Yeah.
was 2
Yeah.
years with City and 4 years with
Sagna
Arsenal.
had at least 6 years. Sagna had at least 6 years, at least.
He had longer than
But-
6 years.
But
Sagna has had
2007 to 2017. He was 10 years in the league.
10 years
Yeah.
in the league. Yeah.
but we have to think about it in a sense of when we're talking about how many years is this person in the league. Yeah, I think that has to be also acknowledged and assessed when you're looking at what they've done within them years. So if someone was in the Premier League for 3 years,
Mm.
for example, like Suarez, I'm not gonna say if Suarez was in the league and I don't think I found a striker that was better than Suarez was in that 3 years than what he was doing in 10 years, I'm gonna put Suarez. So if you've got someone
Yeah,
that was
fair enough.
amazing in 2 or 3 years, if they're there, they're there. Like they've done what they need
Yeah.
to do. And then
But
moved
the
on.
thing is,
I
the thing is,
I agree with you for certain positions.
Same.
But I also think was Sagna the first name on the team sheet when it came to those things. Like if the manager was laying out his defensive for that relevant club, was Sagna
Yeah.
the first thing? Because when he was a
Yes.
he was a squad player. He left. But the thing is, like a Stephen Carr was a guaranteed first name on the team sheet. He was just one of those things.
I
In the
think
Like
when-
Arbeloa, he could have pushed Carragher.
yeah.
Marco's
I
right.
mean, those-
Marco's
that-
not wrong.
He's not. He's
And obviously-
absolutely
and
not wrong with that. But I just from a technical
and
and
that's the thing.
football playing perspective, Sagna would be better than Carr.
No, you just speaking it from your gunner with your gunner glasses on.
But I don't.
You would always
I
take
don't
the
support
Arsenal
Arsenal,
player
though.
over anything.
I'm not
But
at
then-
all,
Yeah.
and you'll see later.
There's only one name I'm really gonna fight over here, so we'll get there. Carry on.
So guys, yeah, go
I've
Marco.
got my left back now, by the way.
I think if we're gonna jump to left back like Liam says, I was gonna go with Leighton Baines.
Yeah, that's since you're talking about Carr and Everton, I was like, yeah, Baines.
I went
I had
Baines.
Stuart
You're
Pearce.
100% correct. I went Baines for my left back. 412
Yeah,
games,
Baines.
113 clean sheets. He's been captain for Everton. He's been up, he's been down, but he's been an absolute stalwart.
I
for that
actually
team
forgot
and
about
in the
him.
Premier League. And Baines is 100% my first choice left back.
His name
100%.
came in my head when we was talking about Steve Carr. So I was like, yeah,
I think
I was like, wait.
okay, so does the left back name so if we all agree then I would go Sagna
And
I
Baines.
will still go
Yeah,
I will still
Baines.
go with
Yeah, I'm still going with
then
Sedna.
Can I
are we gonna do
I forgot about
before-
Baines, but
before you go on, can I add in two players that's probably not far off? I agree with Leighton Baines. He's
yeah,
arguably
I forgot
most
about him.
unlucky. But I also had Ian Hart at Leeds.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ian Hart.
Ian Hart. Took
I
some
had
oh, yeah,
Stuart.
he was quality. He was quality. At
Yeah,
Leeds.
I had
And then-
Stuart
and-
Pearce as well.
But then again,
I had
yeah,
Stuart Pearce
yeah,
as well.
I completely forgot about Leighton Baines, so I definitely go with Leighton Baines.
100%.
Yeah.
I actually forgot that
Yeah.
as well. I was like,
The
Yeah,
other
I
person
completely forgot.
The other person I put here, but he wasn't. I wouldn't say he was the strongest defender, but Jean Onarisa.
I
nah,
had
man,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
out of
yeah.
21
here.
games.
Nah,
Yeah.
get out of here, man.
I did think
21
about him
goals
too.
for a left
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
That's
I would-
insane.
I'd rather have
I
Moreno,
would
bro.
give,
yeah,
oh, yeah.
Get
I
out
think
of
I
here.
still go with Baines though.
I think Baines hands down wins it. I mean, I don't think
I agree.
any of those plays. I don't think any of those plays actually than Baines.
Yeah, Leighton
I
Baines for his
agree.
club. Yeah, I agree.
I went Baines first choice. I went Reese's second choice. So if like all three of you guys went Reese, I was willing to concede. But
Nah,
Baines
Baines.
would be my
I
first
think we
choice.
all agree on Baines.
Yes, sir.
Baines. Okay, are we going to go to centre backs?
Yeah,
Centre
there was
backs,
if you guys did not have this one name, there's something wrong with all
I've
of
got
you.
two, you know.
Okay,
I think my
first
two.
of all, before
on.
we start, I just want to give a special mention, and you guys, we'll go around the table. We'll do one by one because I want you guys to give both centre backs, and then we'll see
Mhm.
if it's the same. But the
Mhm.
first name I want to mention, my man, Lucas Radebe, Lucas Radebe,
Yes!
South African
Ah,
centre back.
He's in.
I had Lucas too.
Part of that
I had him on the
Leeds
bench.
UEFA Champions League run to the semi-final.
I hope you lot
but
South
anyway,
African bias doesn't.
Candice, do
Yeah.
you want to go with your two centre backs or who you
Yeah.
picked this to?
I had Lucas Radebe and Marcel Desailly.
you lot are correct.
Liam,
What?
who did you go with? Ix,
I
who
went
did
with
you go
Mar-
with?
I went with I went with Marcel. The thing is, I had three options. I went with Marcel Desailly, I went with Ledley King, and I also had Sammy Hippier as well.
Ledley King was
Wasn't
my
up-
third.
Ledley King, Lucas Radebe, Jamie Carragher, and Sammy Hippier.
It
I
got to
had
that point
Ledley
with
King and Jamie Carragher as my two centre backs. Ledley
Yeah,
King,
that-
I mean, I'm a
That had
diehard
Debbie
Arsenal
gotta
fan.
go.
Yeah, but you got to remember, Ledley King didn't train. I mean, he didn't train in the week and
Yeah.
like
That head Debbie has to go, man. Whoever his name is.
Do you remember last week how we spoke about how Rio Ferdinand inspired like a lot of new generation centre backs?
Yep.
Lucas Radebe did the same.
He's gotta go. He's got to go.
I would just he had to be in. To be honest, my first two centre backs was Ledley King and Marcel Desailly.
I think Marcel
Yeah.
Desailly he's a given. I think he's a given.
But the thing is for me with I think with Marcel Desailly, I think as good as a player as he was, I don't think he had the longevity in the Premier League. He played 2-3 seasons.
Who? Marcel Desailly.
Yeah, Desailly. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, as good as he was, I don't think he had the longevity compared to Lucas or even Ledley King. Just for the simple reason is, I mean, it's like your manager saying to you, Stuart, okay, you don't train in the week, but on Saturday we're playing Arsenal, and you got to. I mean,
Marcel, they say he played for Arsenal, for Chelsea for 6 years.
Yeah, he had quite a decent.
He
stint.
had
He
longevity
left-
with Chelsea, and that was at Chelsea's time when Chelsea weren't brilliant. I
Okay.
don't think Ledley King had the talent that half of the others had. I don't think Ledley King was
no,
talented enough.
No,
Ledley
no,
King was
no,
definitely
no,
talented.
Ledley
The
King
injuries
Yeah, he was
were
definitely
next to him. He
talented.
was-
I'm not saying he wasn't talented. I just don't think he's as talented as Lucas or Marcel.
No, he's better than him.
Oh no, he's more talented than
Never.
both of them.
I don't think
definitely.
so.
Let your
Ledley
South
King,
African
no,
bias
mate.
go.
I just say,
No, look.
nah.
Khadebe,
But then
don't
again,
get
you
me
also-
wrong, played phenomenally for Leeds. He was captain. He put us as South Africans like on the map when it came to Premier League because he was just.
I thought it
probably
was
the
Benny
best South
McCarthy.
African. No, that
Yeah,
was
Benny-
way after.
No.
Man, that was way
Yeah,
after.
Benny came
Lucas was the
after.
one that started. Quentin Fortune was
about-
before Benny McCarthy.
What about Shabalabalabalabala, the World Cup guy?
No, he never played in the
Shabalala.
Premier League.
Nah, he
When
was
Shabalala
class,
scored a
bro.
terrific goal against Mexico.
Shabalabalabala.
but then again, I mean, you also got, I mean, at the same time when Lucas joined, you had former singer Mark Fish.
Yeah, Mark.
and was the guy that played for Charlton up front. He still scored the goal of the season. The one
Sean Bartlett.
Sean Bartlett.
Sean
Yeah.
Bartlett.
You need
Yeah.
to
I
have
mean,
a
so-
podcast.
But I mean, I think I would rather have. I think if everybody's going, I mean, I think King definitely will fall behind Desai. I think Desai obviously was a more.
I'd pick Marcel Desailly before Lucas Radebe, though. So if we're going to go with it, then we'd have to go King and Desailly. But I'm not going to give up Marcel Desailly.
You have
You
to
go
give up
Desai.
Lucas Radebi now. He's got to go.
I love
I would-
Marcel Desailly.
I would put
But I mean,
Desai before Khadebe because he had about 40 less appearances and a couple less clean sheets. But how can you look
Okay,
past
Mornay.
Ledley King? If that guy wasn't injured, he would have over 500 Premier League appearances and easily close to 100 caps for England. That guy was the best centre back England had at the time. And if he wasn't injured, if he could
Ledley
only
King.
play like every 2 weeks, Ledley King had the most talent.
I remember he was
So
left
then-
in as well.
He was quality. He
Mate,
was quality.
no.
Ledley King was quality.
Yeah,
And also, I don't know how everybody's ignoring Jamie
Okay,
Carragher.
No,
Because,
well,
like
Nah,
you said in the beginning, Jamie Carragher wasn't actually that good.
I'm sorry, to play for a club of Liverpool's caliber 508 times.
I
It's
didn't leave
pretty-
him out
it's
like that,
pretty
but I
good
just
for me.
preferred Ledley King.
Yeah, I just
and
preferred.
Levy as
Yeah,
well.
I'd prefer those three before Jamie Carragher too.
Okay, I'd
but
take
I mean-
Ledley
I mean,
King, Marcel Desailly.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said I concede to that as well.
I'm not
Yeah,
conceding King.
I'm happy with that.
That's
Even
what
as
I
an
said.
Arsenal
I'm also
fan,
happy
not
with
I'm happy
that.
with that.
Yeah, I said the
I'm
same.
happy
I'd
with that.
concede
I'm
to
happy
those
with
two.
Mornay,
Cool.
Mornay, can you just recap the goalkeeper and backline? The confirm that
The-
everybody's happy with.
The goalkeeper was Pepe Reina, that everyone
Yeah.
was happy with.
Okay, so we
Left
got-
back was Leighton Baines, and the
Mhm.
right back Resanya.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
And then our centre backs Ledley King and Marcel Desailly.
You guys are going 508 games for Liverpool, 195 clean sheets, and you're throwing him. To
You
the
left
wolves.
out Roy Keane last week. I'm so just down.
That was
This is
was
just
easy,
out.
though.
I left out Roy
I
Keane
just,
for Patrick
I just also
Vieira.
think
Yeah, I didn't leave out either.
You left out
Yeah,
Scholes.
that's sacrilege. I didn't even leave out Scholes. That is sacrilege.
Liam,
let's go
One,
centre mid partnership. I think everybody's going to agree on these things.
before we do centre back, I got two other mentions. Joseph Yobo for Everton.
yes.
No,
And then,
Mornay, please.
wait,
please,
listen.
No.
Okay,
And I
Mornay,
just
what's the
wanna
other one?
Sorry.
And I just want to segue now. I can finally say Van Dijk.
No,
You're not? No!
No.
He doesn't. Mornay, he hasn't played enough. Just stop. Just stop.
Anyway,
Ooh, midfield
I'm
was a
Move on,
bit-
gonna-
next one.
I'm gonna kick off with my midfield three. I'll jump in. I feel a little bit more comfortable here. My midfield My midfield three: Steven Gerrard, Xavi
Yes.
Alonso, and Janino.
Yes, yes.
And who was the last one?
Janino.
Juninho.
Oh, okay. I had two of that
In the
three.
Premier League for that long.
Yeah,
He wasn't in the
and he
league
was
for
at
that long,
Middlesbrough.
but I think he was so influential. He was a star when he went there. He just came off the back
Yeah,
of
when-
winning a
when-
World Cup.
He only went to Middlesbrough.
Yeah, but this
I
this
mean,
is people not to win the league.
I won't knock him. I won't knock him. 125 games, 29 goals, 18 assists. Good player, but he's not in my team.
I just think the longevity wise, I just don't think he deserves to have a mention.
Okay, I have two of the three, Mone.
Go.
Okay.
I had Alonso, Gerrard, and Juan
Mhm.
Mata.
Mata's won a Premier League.
Mata's
He
won
no,
a
he
Premier
hasn't.
with
No,
No,
he
he
Chelsea.
hasn't.
With
He
Chelsea.
hasn't.
No, he
He
hasn't.
hasn't.
With Chelsea.
He hasn't.
Juan
He
Mata
hasn't.
hasn't
He
won
hasn't.
it.
He
He
hasn't won
hasn't,
it.
and that
He
for me, I think
He
Juan
hasn't
Mata is
won
one of
it.
the smartest players the Premier League has
He
had
hasn't
in,
won the
in
Prem. He
ages,
actually hasn't.
but he hasn't won it. So that was my three. I think Juan Mata is
I'm
one of
shocked.
the
He
yeah,
actually hasn't
exactly.
won it.
I
hasn't
think
won
he
I had him on my.
a midfield. I think a
had him on my
midfield three
plan.
of them. Yeah, I think a midfield three of Mata, Gerrard, and Alonso would that would be unstoppable.
Ooh. That changes me a little. I'm not gonna lie.
I have
You
Go, Marco.
I've actually got a midfield five.
What?
And that
wow!
is,
How did you leave out all those strikers?
Okay, go with your.
Because I had so many. I had. But the thing is, you see, I had to try and squeeze people in. I had Gerrard, Alonso, David Ginola, Gianfranco
Yep.
Zola, and Matt Letizia.
Letizia is a striker, not a midfielder.
Yeah.
But no,
Classed as a
he
midfielder.
actually played.
He was classed as a midfielder. Actually, I didn't know where to put him. I was going to put him on a wing.
Yeah, he was classed as a midfield, but
he played at a 10, and I just think he deserves to be in there. I mean, my
that's why I
honourable
played
mentions would
4-3-3.
be Mata,
That's why I play 4-3-3.
Mata,
Yeah.
Pino, and JJ.
What?
Oh, get this! What? Nah, this guy's a fucking monster. Stop. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Pino's a shocker. JJ Okocha, I flirted with until I saw his
Yeah,
stats.
I wanted to put
Yeah,
And then I
JJ.
went,
no,
nah.
I wouldn't. I like Steven Pino. Let's not get me wrong, but yeah, no,
Steven
compared
Pino-
before Juan Mata, never.
No,
I'll tell you who I'd put before Mata though, and that's and again I don't know why I honestly I think my Arsenal license will be provoked. Is
No.
Ericsson?
No way, no. Now you're pushing it. No.
Okay,
No.
look at the no. Candice. Hold on, Candice.
I would-
You came with receipts last week with Irwin. I'll come with receipts with Ericsson. Right?
Okay.
Mata 260 games, Ericsson 226. Mata 51 goals, Ericsson 51 goals. So that's already less appearances, the same amount of goals. Mata 52 assists, Ericsson 62 assists. So it's less games, same amount of goals, and 10 times and 10
Yeah,
more
but
assists.
the way Mata reads a game is completely different. I think Mata, if we take an assist out the way Mata, and not now, obviously, because he's towards the end of his career, but in his prime, when he just came to United, end of Chelsea, he was in his prime, and you could see the way he controlled games. Mata's footballing brain is something else.
Candice, I don't think so.
I'll
It's
say
Steve-
Mata for Chelsea,
Christian
not Mata
Eriksen.
for United.
Yeah.
Yep. But I think then I mean if you're looking at longevity, I don't think Ericsson was Mata will shade him on longevity. But to choose between putting Mata or Ericsson in the league, I would definitely put Ericsson over him any day of the week.
I don't think I could ever put Ericsson over Mata. The other name that you mentioned, maybe, but not Ericsson.
What other names like Pino and Okocha?
No, maybe Okocha, but not Pino.
No, not Pino.
JJ Okocha was underrated.
But if you remember when Prime Leighton Baines and Stephen Pino were playing on the wing on that left hand side.
Oh yeah, together they were great. No,
for a season. Pino will never be in this.
Yeah, for a season. No, I agree. But if they together they were for good. They had a very good season together.
I think everybody can agree. Alonso is the holding midfielder. Gerrard is one of the centre midfielders. We just got to agree on the second centre.
I mean those two are definitely going to be in without hands down. I mean, it just.
I-
You know, I had
I
an
might even
honorable
just play two
mention.
Was
midfielders.
wingers or not?
Yeah, I had an honorable mention for Gap.
No, but not like that. But then the attack, I would play like two midfielders and then three attacking midfielders. Because
Yeah.
the wingers I'm
Like
thinking
a
in my head
4-2-3-2.
yeah, like 'cause then I would play Alonso Gerrard, and then I'd play like Zola. I'd play Zola.
Yep.
I'd play maybe Ginola. Oh, there was someone else.
But I think Lagarde has to.
Who?
Matt Letizia has to go
Letizia.
into this team.
Yeah,
Oh,
Letizia.
and Letizia.
I had Matt.
I'd play
I had
them
Matt.
three.
Letizia. I had Matt Letizia if I went with the 4-4-2. I had Letizia on the right.
I had Letitia in a 4-3-3 formation.
Yeah,
On
I
the
pushed
right.
him in a 4-3-3 on the right. Yeah, that's what I did in the
I
end
had
as
him
well.
on the right. So
I think
I just never saw him as a
I think
midfielder. The
Letizia- I
guy's
think
not.
Letizia
I think
has to make it.
he's a striker.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely has to.
Me
as a
too.
as a striker, as a front three, not as a
The
midfielder.
strikers.
Yeah, I agree.
Stuart, who was your midfield?
Well, I mean, I was flirting with so many different.
Yeah, it's
Matter,
difficult,
I'm not gonna
hey.
lie, he didn't come
I
into
think
my
this-
equation because I honestly
He
thought
didn't
was
win
gonna
it.
be Chelsea, but fine. 260 games, 51 goals, 52 assists. Cool. Doesn't match up with Ericsson, who I had flirting. I had Cazorla flirting.
Santi. Okay.
I had Santi. I mean, again, for injuries, that guy's
Who did
productivity
you
on
say?
the field
Who
was
did you
just
say? Sorry, Stuart. What's his
San-
name? I didn't catch it.
Santi.
Santi.
Santi
Cazorla.
Cazorla. Yeah.
but not as my actual choice. Just people I was flirting with. But
Yeah, well, a lot.
I actually ended up choosing Ericsson. I had Alonso, Ericsson, Gerrard.
Okay.
Stuart, how many goals did you say? How many goals did you say Mata had
51 goals,
in how many appearances?
260.
Okay, so Xabi Alonso only has 14 goals. So if we're gonna go with
He's a
stats,
defensive midfielder.
He's a
yeah.
defensive midfielder.
But if
He's
we're
a
gonna,
defensive
we don't.
midfielder.
But if we're gonna go with a straight midfield, it doesn't actually make a difference.
Okay, but come on, let's not compare Xavi Alonso and Mata. It's the same way we look at.
Then we
Xavi
need to
Alonso,
play.
the same way-
Then you have
it's
to
the
look.
same way
Then
we
you
looked
have
at
to look.
Scholes.
I didn't look at
Scholes
goals.
the
You
same
guys
way.
did.
Yeah, you should have though. How can you?
So are we putting in midfield 4 or midfield 3?
I think it's
midfield three.
I think 3 because some of the 4 we have in our top 3. Like you guys had Letizia, but we had still, but in our 3 in the top.
Yeah, I think
the
midfield is
3 will
unanimous.
be. I think the midfield 3 will be Gerrard, Alonso, and Matt Letizia. I think everybody.
No,
agrees on
Letizia is
that.
not a
No,
midfielder.
we-
He's a
we
front
agree
three.
on-
He's not a midfield 3.
I think we'll
Okay.
agree on.
Letizia, but
Gerrard, Sorry, go.
Letizia is gonna make it no matter where we put him, so it doesn't actually matter.
I don't
It
even
matters
know
to me
about
if he's in my
that.
midfield. He's not.
We can change, but you still have him, Stuart. You still have him.
I think in midfield 3, Gerrard, Alonso, and Mata. I think that's
Okay.
what it looks like.
Then
I'll
who's your
concede
who's your
Mata to Ericsson. I just think
Okay.
Ericsson's the more technically better player than Mata.
Yeah.
Mata at Chelsea, yeah. Mata at United, no.
I'm only gonna fight about Matter because I didn't fight about anyone else.
Yeah, true.
I
That's
didn't.
two
I
players
didn't.
That
I don't
But
know.
I
You
flirted
fought hard against Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, well, you said the same thing before we started, so
More what you do?
a couple of players that I flirted with in
Mhm.
centre mid. Aaron Ramsey.
No.
no.
Get
Someone
fucked.
dies every time Aaron Ramsey scores. No.
And
No.
again
Even
on
as an
the
Arsenal
back.
fan, no.
No, Aaron Ramsey would make it, but again on the back, maybe a shorter career, but he had the same career as Juninho, but Mendieta. Don't forget.
No.
Oh wow, I didn't think of him, but yeah, that's not a bad one. I
But-
didn't
but
think of that one.
He was
Just to
shocking.
put it,
No,
just
he was shocking.
yeah,
at
but
Middlesbrough. He was shocking at
just to
Middlesbrough.
put it,
That's
just to put it
not
in
a bad
perspective.
one when a dude comes to the Premier League when he's like approaching 40.
Yeah, but just to
Yeah.
put it
So
in
no,
perspective,
Mendieta is out.
played almost the same amount of games as David Ginola.
Yeah,
Just put it out. I'm just putting it out there.
but I think they
Um,
had more games.
Yeah,
But the
I
later
mean,
on, the Premier League had more games I mean,
No,
well, I'm saying I'm thinking of all the other cup games. No, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, you're right. He does have to have almost the same.
I would have. I mean, you can't even mention Mendieta and Ginola in the same breath. The impact.
No.
Yeah, but like
but
it's
Mendieta,
floating names.
You would base him on his Valencia days. Nothing in the Premier League. We just
Yeah,
base him
I
on
will
strict
only look
Yeah,
at Gaisca
true.
on Valencia. I will
On-
not look
Yeah,
at
no,
Gaisca
no.
for Middlesbrough.
Yeah. Guys, there was an honorable mention as well for Gary Speed. I don't know if any of you thought about that. I did
Yeah,
think
No,
of Gary Speed
I
as
never thought
well.
about him.
I
I
didn't
had
think
an
he was
honorable
that good.
mention.
Yeah, that was
think
on my. No, honorable mention. I didn't think so either, but it was just someone that came to mind.
And
Yeah,
I mean, you
fair
could
enough.
also then put in honorable mentions. Then Jamie Redknapp and Gary McAllister.
Redknapp was actually Redknapp was actually really good for Liverpool. You know,
Yeah,
Redknapp
no.
was good. Yeah, he
Yeah,
his career was very
injury
short
just
though.
absolutely curtailed his career. Very.
So
I
bro.
mean, he retired when he was like 28 or something
Yeah.
like that because of his injuries. It's ridiculous.
I think he's a
Good
better
pundit
pundit
as
though.
well. Same this. Don't all fight at once now.
Okay.
I want everybody to give one. So I think midfield 3, Gerrard, Alonso, Mata. We're sticking with that.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Front
I'll
3.
agree with that.
Front 3. I didn't know we were picking a team, but we ended up picking a team anyway. But
Letizia
front
on the
3.
right.
We should have. You know what we should have done? We should have put Letizia as an attacking midfielder just off striker. Because then I would love to go with 3 full-out strikers.
There's so many. My strikers, I'm willing to give up a couple because there were so many good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, each one give one. So I think Letizia is probably. I'm gonna scribble him.
Yeah.
Down, but just
So we
give
have 2 more
one,
spaces.
and just so I can put it in there, Benny McCarthy, Sean Bartlett needs a special
Stop.
mention.
No.
Special mentions.
No, they don't. Anyway,
Benny McCarthy at Porto, absolutely.
Yeah.
Benny McCarthy
Blackburn.
Sorry,
anywhere
I-
else
I-
at Blackburn, and no.
I mean, if you're gonna go with the front 3, then I would go Ginola, Ginola.
you can just go with one.
Go on.
Just give us one name.
Okay.
Okay, if you're gonna, are we gonna go the number 9 then? If that makes sense.
Doesn't matter. Just give one
No,
for
just-
front man.
Go with one for front 3. So you go Ginola, okay?
Yeah, I would go David Ginola then on the wing.
Candy Kane, do you want to give us one front?
Robbie Fowler.
Oh,
Yeah.
you took mine. He was
That
my
was
number
me as
1
well.
choice.
That was me too.
He
I
was
might
my
even
number
go-
1 choice.
I might even go all Liverpool front 3. You know.
I'm going. I know this is going to cause a little bit of kick up or whatever, but I'm sorry, but I'm going Suarez.
Yeah, I'm getting Suarez as well.
I'm going Suarez.
He
I
was
don't
one
care
of
that he only
mine.
played 110 games, but he scored 69 goals in 110 games. That's like one goal
Stuart, do maths.
for 1.5 games.
I don't dispute Suarez's
No.
numbers. I just dispute the longevity.
Yeah, me
I
too.
know.
He wasn't in the league.
It's
I
not
mean-
his
I
fault
mean,
that Barcelona came knocking at like 79 mil and Liverpool, the
But then
greedy
that's the same
scousers
thing.
that
But it's
they
the
are,
same thing.
took it.
Like here's another name that I had in the hat, but I was hesitant to put him in there. Was Torres, because I mean Torres
Yeah,
at
I was-
Liverpool.
I said
Yeah, I
Liverpool
had
front
Torres
3.
as well. I had it.
But I mean, for me, his time at Chelsea took him out. So
Yeah, exactly.
I would take him out.
That's why I took Torres out too. His Chelsea time kind of ruined him.
Guys,
Yeah,
I just wanna put this out there.
Torres won
throw in
a
there.
Premier League, didn't he?
Yeah, Torres was
No,
at
he
Chelsea for 4 years, right? No, he hasn't. He hasn't won a Premier League. Torres was
He
at
hasn't-
Chelsea for 4 years. I just want to say the accolades. Being a Chelsea fan, Torres has won the FA Cup in his first year,
Yeah.
the Champions League in his second year. He's won the Europa
Yeah.
League in his third year. Right?
What is your point?
I don't think that's a bad
Yeah,
4
he
years at
still did.
Chelsea.
It's not, but it's a Premier. It's not.
No, we're talking about Premier League.
But
Yeah.
if you look at his numbers, at Chelsea compared to Liverpool, not
Yeah.
the trophies he won more now. I'm just talking
Yeah,
about
but
the goals.
The
Monet,
guy-
they
But look
always
at his
say-
numbers. Hold on.
the guy averaged more than a goal every other game at Liverpool.
Yeah. He scored almost 4
102 games.
times.
Yeah, 102
Yeah,
games,
but I mean,
65 goals.
Yeah.
You can't
Chelsea's
do that.
110
no.
games.
Look,
Yeah, but then he
look,
couldn't.
yeah, but
Mone, I get that,
look
but
at
then
the
he went to the
overall
same league,
statistics.
and then it was still terrible. So, like, you want to say that? Okay, fair enough. Robbie Fowler didn't try himself anywhere else, but like
He
someone
did. He
like
played for
Robbie
Man
Fowler,
City.
yeah. But I mean,
Actually,
later on,
nah.
later
and
on.
he,
You know what? I'm changing a lot of things right now. Go, continue.
Okay, go, Liam. What did you have?
I'm not. I'm definitely not going Torres because
I'm not
his
going Torres
statistics
either.
might look
Oh.
pretty, but 212 games overall in the Premier League, 85 goals. You've got Harry Kane with 201 games and 136 goals. So it's less
Yeah.
games in Torres with like 51 goals more. No way. Torres.
Do you know
is
what?
not
When I
fit
do
to be in that
when
Premier
I
League
do
team.
these when I do these 11s, I never think of players still currently
know.
really playing. Not a lot, but Harry Kane could be someone. But because unless they're really at the end of their career, then I normally say, okay, cool, I'm gonna pick them. But someone
That's
like
the reason
Harry
why
Kane still has that chance.
I think he's gonna win it with United, so I'm not putting him in there. So
Oh,
Yeah, I don't drink. You're not gonna jinx it. You're not gonna jinx it.
for 200 for 200 million, I don't think so.
Okay, well,
Guys,
anyway, so
I agree with
hold on. So Marco had David Ginola, Candice had Fowler, I've got Suarez, Iggs, who you got?
Robbie Keane.
If you ha-
Still.
I had Robbie
Keane.
Keane.
Yeah.
Robbie Keane wasn't on my
Robbie Keane
list.
was there.
Yeah, he
But
was
don't
also.
forget as well. But don't forget as well. I've also got another name to throw in there.
I've got another name as well. He went to my school.
What about
we've got
Zola?
so many.
I've
There's
got
so
another
many
name.
strikers.
Paulo Di Canio.
Yes,
Nah,
yes,
he
I
weren't on
had
my
him.
list.
Oh,
He weren't
Paulo
prolific.
Di
He weren't
Canio.
prolific.
Oh.
He wasn't prolific. He wasn't prolific.
Paulo Di Canio might not have hit the numbers or whatever, but whenever he scored bangers.
Oh, Paulo Di Canio was your is that guys? Yeah,
He was
Paulo
Di Canio was quality.
Yeah,
Iggs,
Okay.
who's your
Zola.
second person?
Who mine?
Zola. Yeah, Iggs, who's your second person?
Very undercover. Also went to my school. Jermaine Defoe. He's up
Defoe.
there.
Oh,
He's
good
very.
shout.
He's up there.
Jimmy.
He's up there.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout, actually.
That's a good shot.
So out of the names, I think everybody had more or less the same. It looks like in the front three. I've got Fowler down here. I just want to swing one more back to Torres.
So hold on. So far we had just quickly before we carry on. So we had Leticia and Fowler. So we tried to follow up the last one.
Yeah.
It says here.
Nah, man. I'm
Okay,
trying to
hold
change.
on. So
I want to change the
we didn't-
midfield now.
So Iggs
Yeah.
went Robbie Keane. I would take Jimmy Floyd over Robbie Keane.
Oof.
I wouldn't.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
I would take
then
Hasselbank
you
over
can also
Robbie
throw-
Keane.
But then you can also
Oh.
but then you can also throw Michael Owen in the
He won the league with
He
United.
Michael Owen won the league. Let's all just remember that Michael Owen won us the league.
Nasty
Can anyone? Oh, dirty
Did
man,
he,
that.
did he win the league?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dirty pig.
With United, yes, he won the league with United.
Mm-hmm.
No,
should have never given him a medal.
I know he scored that goal in the derby. I'm just
Yeah, he
Doesn't
won it.
matter, he won the league. I don't
He
care how
won
many
it.
goals he scored that season. He won the league with United.
I don't remember if he won the league with United.
No, he did. He won it that year.
Yeah.
Shame.
And
And he's still a
I'll tell you
complete
why
idiot. But
I'll go Jimmy Floyd over Robbie Keane because Jimmy Floyd scored more goals than Robbie Keane in like almost 100 appearances less.
Fair enough.
okay, yeah.
Fair enough.
Ida Good Johnson.
No.
He could.
He won the
play,
league,
but
didn't he?
Definitely not enough goals.
But he won the
Torre-
league anyway.
He won the league. Yeah.
Torre-
Are we not looking at Zola?
Yo,
I'm not looking at
Zola
Zola.
has to
He
be
scored
in there.
he scored 80 goals. 80 goals.
I'm not looking at
But he
Zola.
was-
I'm not
Okay,
looking
At
at
but
Di Canio
Zola.
either. I'm not
But
looking
he's
at
Zola.
Zola or Di Canio.
But he's Zola and Di Canio. Like, come on, guys.
They
There's so
weren't
much.
prolific.
Tor Andre Flo. Tor Andre Flo.
Do you know what it is? I think Zola and Di Canio for me are just that flamboyant, that energy, that arrogance that strikers need to be. For me, that's
Oh,
just
great
why I
to
probably
watch,
think
great
of
to
them.
watch, great
Yeah.
to watch, absolutely. But in terms of productivity, no. The Canio scored
Yeah, but how many
66 goals
assists?
in 190
Yeah,
games.
but how many assists?
Zola scored 80 goals.
But how many assists?
What,
Because you also have to remember You also
Who?
have to remember.
Di
I mean,
Canio
okay,
or Zola?
Well, both of them.
Di Canio 49 assists, Zola 42 assists.
Okay, now Jimmy Floyd, how many assists did he have?
Yeah, but Jimmy
58.
Floyd was an out and out 9.
Yeah, he was out and out. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yes, it's like rude. We're not
that's
gonna
the
have
thing.
much.
I mean, if you're
Yeah.
comparing like Suarez, Torres, Hasselbank, whatever. I mean, those are out and out goal scorers.
Oh, Hasselbank
But I
as
mean-
well. What about him?
I'm going for a front three. I'm not going for people that are going to deliver a ball. I'm going for people that are going to score goals. And
Okay.
Jimmy Floyd, 127 goals. Fowler,
Yeah, but then again,
163 goals.
if you're going for front three, Stuart, what I'm trying to say is all of those players all play in that number 9, the goal scorer.
Now I'm going 3 number 9s.
Yeah, you go. Yeah,
I'm
go
going
on.
3 number 9s.
Nine,
No,
9.5, 9 and 3/4. Go.
I can honestly say, because watching him at Liverpool, watching him at Barcelona, Suarez played a lot on the right. He wasn't only the central striker. Suarez played a lot on the right. I'd say Jimmy Floyd and Fowler were out and out
the only
strikers.
thing about but can we all agree that would you say that, I mean, you're talking about also what you said earlier on about longevity. I mean, how many other players in the defense midfield would have made it if it wasn't for the longevity? I mean, Suarez, the longevity in the league. Yes, he banged in goals, but wouldn't you then put Torres over Suarez? Then
No, I would never put Torres over Suarez.
Do you know what?
No,
though?
me neither. Yeah, me
Just
Torres
neither.
before-
played 100 games more for less than 20 goals more. No
Yeah,
way.
fair enough, fair enough.
No
Stuart,
way.
Fair enough, that's true.
Before everybody continues, I'd like to just point out that Torres played 70% of his games at Chelsea outside the Premier League. The appearances was outside.
Yeah,
the Premier League.
he was a lot
Right?
more used in Europe. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Europe,
No, but
FA Cup.
He
I'm
was.
looking at Premier League. I'm looking at Premier League stats.
No,
here,
but
and
I'm
Premier
just-
League
I'm just
stats
saying,
are 212
I'm
goals,
not-
85.
Yeah, he's just
So
saying,
212
but
goals,
that's
85
that's a good logical
I'm
thinking.
not,
Yeah.
I'm not pressing for Torres. I don't.
No.
I think he's worth a mention, but I'm just saying, like, just remember he's Chelsea
Obvious-
style.
obvious-
He wasn't
obvious-
the
obvious-
top guy as he was at Liverpool.
So
but
who
for 50
can we now?
million- But for 50 million for his move from Liverpool to Chelsea, for that
He
matter,
should have
I mean, he
been.
was supposed to be the top guy.
Yeah,
been,
can
but
we?
we had-
Should have been.
We had Didier, so Didier was always our number 1.
That was a mistake.
It was a mistake. I love Torres. I love the fact that we signed him.
He was
but
definitely a
And
mistake.
It
And
was
the
a
number
mistake
9
at
shirt
the
is
time.
number 9 shirt is cursed.
So who
Yeah,
we
Timber
narrowing it down?
Bar.
Who we narrowing it down to?
She telling me Zola and Letizia can't even get into this team.
I'm
No,
saying
Letizia is.
And you're gonna
Letizia's
put-
in.
you're gonna put-
Letizia's in.
my team
Yeah, Letizia's in.
on the right.
Letizia and Fowler. We're looking at the last position, the last
I'm-
one.
I'm changing
Right,
my
before-
formation, man.
So Fowler's gonna make it.
Fowler's my out and out
Possibly.
striker. He was my
Yeah.
number 1 choice. Yeah.
Fowler, you guys, Fowler. How could we leave Fowler out? I don't think
No
that
one left
would
him
be
out. No one
possible.
left him out.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I think Marco did. He had Zola,
I
Di
did.
Canio, and Ginola.
Yeah, but Ginola was actually part of my midfield. But anyway,
I
but I would put Ginola in. I mean, Ginola.
If I could,
can we
could,
narrow
yeah.
it down? Can we narrow it down to 3 for that last position, and we can have a vote between that 3?
So I think out of the 3, Iggs, you said you had somebody else.
No. I just wanted to change things around. I just wanted to take Matter out and put Leticia as a number 10, and then I wanted to play Jermaine Defoe.
There's
Robbie
no way
Fowler.
Jermaine Defoe.
No,
And-
Jermaine Defoe doesn't make the argument. I'm sorry.
He doesn't make
No,
it.
I don't. No, me neither. I also agree with that. There's no way. I
Well,
love
he
him.
makes
I
it.
love
He-
Jermaine
he
Defoe,
makes
but
the
compared to
argument
the other
that he's not
names,
in my team.
no. Yeah.
No,
There's no.
I don't think he makes the argument. I mean, you could say the same thing about Peter Crouch then. I mean, Peter
No,
Crouch
Crouch's
would
numbers
make
aren't. Crouch's numbers aren't there. He's not there. Crouch didn't even just about scored 100. Come on, man. Defoe's top.
I love Jermaine Defoe, but I
Defoe's
don't think.
top 8. Ask me how many strikers
No
are top
way.
8. You know the strikers that are top 8 in the league and league goals scored in the league. Only Robbie Fowler and Defoe don't have any title. Just to let you know.
I agree. I think one of the last picks should be Suarez and Defoe. One of
Nah.
the five.
I'm going. I'm
I
going.
would,
I would go Defoe, Suarez, and Fowler. Personally,
Guys, Matt
If we put
Letizia was.
Yeah, but I
Matt
think
Letizia-
I think we're cutting Mata out and putting Letitia back in
Oh,
midfield.
oh, fine, fine. Let's do that then. Like that will make me happy. But okay.
but that's what we were trying to tell you, Stuart. Letizia was always in that number 10 role, and I would take Letizia over Mata. I'm sorry.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I
Fowler.
will concede. I will concede. I mean, he played 10 games more than Mata, but he scored like 50 goals more,
Yep.
And he's got more assists probably as well.
and he's got about 12 more assists. So I would
He's-
fine.
Scored-
As
And he was
Scored
a
better
one
goals.
man, and he was a one club man.
Well,
He was,
didn't,
he was
didn't do him any favors, did it?
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, didn't help him win the league, did
But
it?
the thing is, all of the big
and
boys
Carragher and
wanted him.
Gerrard.
But at least they consider won European competitions. Matt Letizia didn't really win anything.
Yeah,
did he?
Mata won.
Only one
Mata
of them.
won everything else. Mata's won everything else but the league.
No, I'm talking about the one club men like Carragher and Gerrard. They at least won the European competition, but Letitia, who's a one club man for Southampton, didn't win anything, not even an FA Cup.
Yeah, but I mean, but look at the club, the one club they're at.
Exactly. I mean, would Southampton be expected to win? I mean, if they
Yeah,
won a FA
you
Cup,
expect
that's a big
Liverpool to
thing.
win things. You expect Liverpool to win something.
There's no
And let's
loyalty
also
in the
be
game. You
honest,
should have left.
the teams that Southampton had compared to the teams that Liverpool had.
Yeah,
And Liverpool should have won a lot more than what Southampton ever did.
I don't know.
True
Shearer
that.
played for Southampton.
Yeah,
They're the
but
only ones that
way
gave
at
him
the
a chance.
yeah, but at the back end.
No,
Um,
not at the back end, at the beginning of his career.
I thought he was always at Blackburn and Newcastle.
No,
Shearer.
he was Southampton.
Southampton.
He only played
He was
Southampton.
Southampton.
Was it 1 year?
No, I'm sure he was there a couple
Couple
of
of
years.
years.
Who was that?
Shearer.
Alan Shearer.
Aaron Shearer played 1 year. Was the first year. He
That must have been-
1 year.
That must have been before my
Yeah,
mother was born.
Ah,
He signed for Southampton, pro, and then he moved. Then he got sold to Blackburn, and then Blackburn to Newcastle.
yeah.
I'm sorry, he played 118 games for Southampton. If that's 1 year, then he played a hell of a lot of games.
In Premier League,
That's
it's
it,
1
1 year.
year. But in
That's
Premier League, it's
Europa.
1 year.
In Premier League, it's 0 years because Premier League started in '92 and he was at Blackburn the first year of Premier League.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he hasn't played in the Premier League with Southampton.
No,
No,
I don't
but
think so.
I'm just
That
saying,
was
he
first
played,
division.
like he was playing for Southampton. Like they haven't always been a rubbish side. They've had decent players in the past.
Yeah,
And
they've always had
Letizia
decent
is
players,
one
but they
of them.
never.
They never
Letizia
win.
is the player, not one of them. He is the.
Well, he is Mr. Southampton by miles.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now you want me to take Letizia out and put like Fowler and Suarez and someone
Why are you
else
saying
in?
Fowler's name like he wasn't absolutely clinical? Fowler's a
Fowler
class.
was.
No, I'm
absolutely
saying
in
you're making me want
100%.
to. You're making me want to take Letizia out now because now I'm just thinking.
But it's crazy though.
Honorable
Fowler's
mention. Honorable
Fowler's
mention.
only a
Yeah,
few goals
he-
ahead of the
Letizia, me now, Letizia's become an honorable mention, and he was like one of my sure bets, and now I'm like, nah, there's
No
actually.
ways, no ways.
Fowler's
Letizia-
only
Letizia-
one goal ahead of Defoe though. I'm just to let you know, like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
but you banging the foe's drum just because you.
But
went to your
also,
school,
I
fam.
understand what you mean
Just
about
because
the
you went to
foe.
your school, fam. No,
Ah,
I understand what you
Hold on,
mean
hold on,
about the
hold on.
foe.
No, because the
Because
162
I get
goals,
it.
Fowler 163 goals, right? Fine.
No,
One
no,
goal
no,
more
not
for
no,
Fowler, but
not-
like 496 games for Defoe.
Yeah.
To 379 for Fowler.
You know
No,
what?
they
If you
got-
play that many
they got more
games, you deserve to
competitive.
win the Premier League.
Made 500 games
Shame.
and he hasn't.
He-
and he
yeah,
scored
he-
162 goals.
Someone
500
should give him a
games,
league just for
500
playing
games.
But let's also
500
be-
games.
But let's also be honest. Look at the teams that the foe was playing for, though. I mean,
Tottenham.
he was
Yeah, it's a
banging
shame.
for Portsmouth,
Ugh.
for banging for Portsmouth,
Yeah.
Tottenham, and
But
Newcastle.
also-
Ugh,
But
West
if the
Ham.
foe was
Ugh.
but if the foe was that good, if the foe was that good, one of the big teams would have bought him.
Let's be real
No, but-
though. Wayne Rooney also
If-
played near 500 games and only scored 200. I still love Wingler.
Yeah, but what was okay?
Yeah,
But
but
what
he
was,
won
but
Prem
what was
titles.
Shearer's? But what was Shearer's goals to appearances stats?
Shit.
Well, Shearer's 260 goals or 258 goals, I think.
200,
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
260
but-
in
yeah,
441.
Liam Federico Makeda won a Premier League and he didn't even score that many goals. So let's like
Wow. How are you gonna throw in Makeda?
Wow. Just,
we'll put Makeda in
just
there.
He did he get a medal?
Yeah, he did
You
get
have
a
to play
medal. I
like, you have
think
to play like 10
Yeah.
games.
Middle.
he practically
Wow.
won us the league.
Hold
He
on,
won
hold
us
on,
the
hold on.
league.
Hold on, just to put it into perspective, right? And we've all agreed Shearer hasn't been in the best teams. Yes, he was good in that first year with Blackburn when he had
But
Sutton up
no,
front and
not
Kenny
just the
Dalglish
first
won.
year. First, second year, 6 years. Newcastle had a really good team. Come on, man, stop it. But go on, continue.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, why are we going back
Well-
there? Let's just carry on.
Because the foes had 496 games for 162 goals. Shearer's had 441 games for 260 goals. So he's got
But Shearer still won the
100
league.
go-
So
100 goals more.
But here's another name to throw into the hat that I would put in over Jermaine Defoe, and that's Les Ferdinand.
yeah, he was an honourable mention for me. Les Ferdinand.
I was
Les,
gonna put
big
in.
bad
I was
Les.
gonna put in Lukaku. Actually, why am I laughing? His stats are really good, you know. Let's not lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
while
they're
I was-
too
but
short.
while
They
I was
are.
researching, but while I was researching as well, Stan Collymore also came into the thing, but I didn't.
Nah,
rate
he
him.
wasn't close.
I'd rather
Yeah,
I would rather put Fowler and Les Ferdinand above him anyway.
yeah,
I
Les
put
Ferdinand before him.
above Collymore because Collymore, the only thing he did was score that goal for Liverpool that
For Liverpool.
TalkSport
In the
still talk
4-3.
about every
In
single
the
day.
4-3.
Yeah.
In the 4-3. By the way, what was Fowler's appearance to goals?
Actually, I'd put Les ahead of Defoe definitely because he played less games.
Yeah.
You put who
And he
ahead?
scored.
Les Ferdinand.
and
Oh
he
yeah,
scored,
I
what,
put
like
Les Ferdinand ahead too.
20 goals less for like quite a bit,
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
less games, 150 less games or something.
Stuart, this is why I said
Fowler's-
Aguero though the other day because his record is crazy. 180 goals in 260. Oh my god.
No, that's
That's-
absolutely
that's-
phenomenal, Aguero for sure. But
That's why I
is the
argued
top
you
goal
the Shearer
scorer in
one.
the Premier
Guys,
League. How can
all
he not be in
this
it?
this argument happened last week.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
fine.
I don't know how Aguero made it over Shearer. But anyway.
Well, 180 goals in 260, so he's got a higher goal ratio. If you give him 100 more games, he probably breaks Shearer's. Wow.
Yeah, but let's also
Yeah,
be
but he's
honest,
had De Bruyne and
Shearer's-
David Silva providing him balls
Exactly.
for like the last
Oh,
4 years, and
Shearer
Shearer
had
had
Ginola.
Lauren Roubaix and Norberto Solano.
Yeah,
Come on,
bruv.
and Gary
What about
Speed.
what about
Come on.
Estrella? Come on, man.
No,
Okay.
no, Shearer wasn't in the Estrella side, by the way.
Oh, was he not?
No, it was
Yeah,
Les
Ginola.
Ferdinand and Estrella.
So
He
can
had,
we pick
uh,
can we pick the
He had
top
he had
three?
Kieran Dyer. Come on, man.
Yeah, Kieran Dyer and Luke Bowyer fighting each other on the sideline.
Oh yeah.
Jermaine Genus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Shearer's
hey.
productivity. Anyway, okay, fine. I
Before we go on,
digress.
so
Fowler,
Fowler and Les Ferdinand.
Fowler number
seems to
one.
be-
I'm not
Les
going Les
Ferdinand
Ferdinand.
seems- You're not going.
No.
But what was?
I'm
but
just
what was
angry 'cause-
Fowler's appearances. But what was Fowler's appearances to goals? Is what I'm trying to say.
379 appearances, 163 goals.
I think Ferdinand changing him.
What to 351 appearances to 149 goals. So what? Less than 20 appearances more for 20 goals less? No.
Wait.
Sounds like- I think
But
the
Ferdinand-
Ferdinand is a
longevity-
little bit harder.
Ferdinand
Yeah,
does not
because
go
of-
above Fowler for me. Fowler played more and no, Fowler played. Fowler
Fowler
played more
played-
and scored more. So no,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
No, Fowler's definitely in, and we're just struggling with the other two. What it looks like.
Letizia, I don't even want to put
what's
Letizia
the
in
midfield?
anymore.
So what's the midfield then? Alonso, Gerrard, and Letizia.
Leticia. Yep.
I don't know.
Even
I
the
still
front-
think Mata should be in that midfield.
No, I don't think so.
Ah.
Not over Letizia.
Hold on. Just Candice, just look at the stats because the only reason why I brought so many stats is because you were the statistician last week with Irwin.
Yeah, but every time we bring
So-
up stats, then someone changes it. Don't look at stats also think. So like you can't, like I said, stats count for some things and not for others. And also if you're gonna look at stats, you're generally gonna look at stats who played in the same era of the same people. You can't look at stats of people who played 10 years apart because the leagues were totally different 10 years apart. Totally different.
That's true.
Yeah, but
I
it's
think-
it's still
but
the
I still-
Premier
I still
League,
think
and
if you
you'll
look at
never
the
be
con-
able to judge with
Of
that.
course, it's still the Premier League, but that's what I'm saying. Stats, like
I
you
think-
can look at
but I
stats to
think-
someone like Gerrard, Scholes, and Lampard because they all played in a similar era. But you to look at stats of someone like, for instance, Marcel Desailly and Yapstam and Rio Ferdinand. It's different eras. It's not like
No,
it
but
just
I also
doesn't.
think, but I also think what makes Letizia even more special to matter, if you just besides stats or whatever, if you look at the teams that Matter played in, and you look at the teams that Letizia played in, and you look at Letizia's numbers, which are much better than Matter, you got to stay. Well, he's got to make
You,
the team.
to be honest, you can't say look at the team Matter played in because Matter's played for Manchester United at their worst.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah, and he's been
Letiz-
at
So
Letizia's
we
with
but
that team.
Letizia's worst team, best team, was still couldn't. So half of those players could still.
But
couldn't win.
that Southampton then could probably have beaten this Manchester United now in the last couple of seasons easily. That's why I say we're looking at teams too far apart.
But that Southampton then with Letizia did beat United. They beat him 5-0, and Letizia. I think
But
had
that,
two
but
goals.
what? But they did, yeah. Not all the time. But what I'm saying is we can't look at stats when people are playing too far apart because it's completely different. It's like the
Are you a
no,
Chelsea- is Candice
no,
a
I'm
Chelsea
not.
supporter?
No, I'm not.
United fan.
But at the same time, it's like looking at it's like with,
against Ashley Cole,
yes.
and the stats weren't that much different. And you still went with Irwin because.
But we had to because you guys decided. But you guys had decided we had to look at stats, so we stayed with it, and then I lost that fight.
But
I lost that fight
Ashley
badly.
But I would.
Yeah.
But I
you
but I
only
would.
lost that through numbers. Didn't lose it.
It's
through
like
stats.
saying it's like
I
when
can
people
see-
fight
I
about
can see
Maradona and
that.
Messi and who's better. It's like you can't compare them. They played in two completely different worlds.
Yeah, Maradona beats Messi all day, every day.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You see,
That's
it's
just
debate,
stupid.
but it is debatable. But that's what I'm saying. But you know what? Go for it. I'm not gonna fight because
Messi the best
you
player
guys
in
are
the
gonna
world.
just look at stats, and it just doesn't make
Yeah,
sense to look at stats
Maradona.
10, 15 years apart.
Until Messi wins something with Argentina.
Messi,
Yeah, you can't-
what?
Okay, but we are going
Has
far off
Maradona
the
won a
page
Champions
here.
League? No. It's crazy.
We're going far off the page here, aka
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just saying.
Messi over Maradona. But we
Okay,
got
well, we've all agreed on Fowler, so Fowler's 100% in. So you
Fowler's
just put him down,
100%.
Monet, because I'm not
Yeah,
going to
he's
argue with
done.
Fowler anymore.
this is
Yeah,
one of the
no,
reasons
Fowler
why,
was-
I think
this is
I
one
think
of the
Fowler
reasons
in-
why at the beginning I didn't want to pick a team because I thought this one would invoke a lot of fights, and it has invoked
Okay.
way more fights than last week.
I've
No way, last
definitely
week was
ruled out-
worse.
I've definitely ruled out Ginola. I've ruled out DeCanio. I've ruled out Robbie Keane. And I've ruled out Torres. 100%.
I haven't ruled out
That
Jimmy
means
Floyd
that-
Hasselbank though.
No, I've still got Jimmy Floyd. I've still got Defoe. I'm flirting with Defoe and Jimmy and
What
Suarez.
about Torres?
No, Torres is
No.
out. 100%.
No,
What about Zola?
Zola's out. 100%.
So that's out.
So then it leaves Suarez and
Defoe and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
and Jimmy Floyd
Ferdinand.
and Les
And
Ferdinand.
Letizia.
How does what? So then it's easy. So then it goes Fowler, Suarez, Letizia. Unless you throw Mata out and you put
No,
Letizia at 10.
No, we put Letitia on a 10. So we got it's Fowler, Suarez, and then it's that last position you lot are fighting for. I don't really mind.
I would have
Wait,
played
hold
a
on,
front
Iggs,
three of
Iggs.
Fowler, Letizia, and Suarez.
Yeah.
That would be
Guys,
if
one
we've
second
never with a
before
front
we
three.
continue, we agreed on moving Letizia back to the midfield
Yeah,
in order
thank
to
you.
get a front three. So we left with Fowler, Suarez is the two that all of us have tend to gravitate towards. Then the only one missing is between Defoe, Jimmy Floyd, and Les Ferdinand is the last position. It's out of those three.
I would
Wait,
go,
so-
I would go Les then. Out of those three, I would go Les.
Say it
Candice,
again,
who do you got?
Ferdinand.
Les Ferdinand, Jimmy Floyd
Yeah.
Hasselbank, and Jermaine Defoe.
Ferdinand.
Stuart.
It's tough, eh? Sure.
If not Ferdinand, then Jimmy Floyd.
Nah, I wouldn't go take Jimmy Floyd over Les.
Iggs, who do you go with?
He's going
The
Defoe, you know.
He's game with the foe. Come on.
He's sticking with his man, innit? He's sticking with his man.
I am. Shout out St. Bon's as well. That's the school. I'm going before.
I'd say between those three, Defoe, Jimmy Floyd, and Les.
Come on, Stuart, it's not that hard. Just go Les.
It is.
Please.
No, I'd actually go Defoe on that one.
Oh,
Okay, Monet, it's you, Monet. Monet's gonna go with Jimmy
Monet.
Floyd, and now we're completely screwed.
You guys are
Morning.
gonna leave.
Mona's gonna go Benny McCarthy.
I don't honestly mind between those three, so I'm not gonna really fight it. So but
Okay.
Monet pick.
no,
I'm not gonna fight it either, but I'd go Defoe on that one.
No,
Also,
No.
I'm gonna go Defoe
if you
on the back of.
if-
Listen,
Let
me finish. Let me finish. Liam's loving this. I'm gonna go,
He's like,
I'm gonna go Defoe on the back of a lot of his appearances. Besides when he played for Portsmouth, there was a spell at Tottenham, but a lot of his appearances have come off the bench as well. And I'm just thinking in terms of minutes.
Alex Bentner came off the bench and he made it big, but let's not use that fact.
His name's Nicholas.
Or Nicholas Bentner, that's true. B52.
I'm not gonna fight with the foe. I mean, I don't mind. I do think he was quality. So
Okay, Defoe, I mean, Morne's broken it. It was 2-2 and
Yeah.
Morne broke it. So
Yeah.
so Defoe makes the team.
Jermaine.
Yeah, I'd go Defoe just off the back of who he played for, and I mean, like the dude played for Sunderland when they were in the Prem. He was at West Ham. He was
Sure.
at Tottenham when they were rubbish.
He was at England when they were really struggling.
Actually, no.
Guys-
Actually, no. He was at Tottenham. He was at Tottenham when they were on the resurgence under Dirty Harry.
Yeah. I also he was.
It's Defoe at the
Okay.
end of the day.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Morne, can you run through the final team then?
The final team, even though we didn't want to make a team at the beginning, but Pepe Reina, right back, Bakary Sanya, left back, Leighton Baines, centre backs, Marcel Desailly and Ledley King, midfield, Gerard, Xavi Alonso, Matt Letizier, and then up front, Suarez, Fowler, and Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah,
That's not
um,
bad. That's not bad.
That's not a
That's
bad
not bad.
team.
Anyway,
What are we gonna do?
next week-
What's next week?
Next week,
I'd
let's
say
do
the
Premier
Premier
League
League
11.
11 representing one country per position or per player.
Exactly, I like that.
Okay.
So,
I like that.
Yeah.
what do you mean? So we're gonna
But we're
say
all
the
just
bench-
gonna give our own.
Iggs, you down for that?
I don't.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
No, but I don't.
So-
I don't understand. So
Like
to
for-
give an example.
So for
Yeah,
instance,
and
like
You can only have
For-
one English player, one French player. You can't have like
Like-
Cantona and Bakary Sagna, for example.
Yeah.
Say, to France.
post
You can
French.
only
So
pick
for
one
instance, like
French player.
I might say, okay, I'm gonna use Mata. Cool, he's Spanish, right? But then Liam's saying no, but his Spanish player is gonna be Suarez. So that's why we can't pick one because we'll fight too much.
Suarez is Uruguay.
I mean, so I mean, what am I even saying Suarez for? You know what I mean, man? So you can't. You have to pick.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to only
So if
pick
you've got-
one.
So if you got one English player, you can't have no English player in the rest of the.
Yeah.
Yes,
So whatever
exactly.
Dutch player it's it. So if you only have one Irish player, that's it. If you only have one Welsh player, that's it. You can't
Nobody's
pick
picking
more.
Irish.
Roy
Um,
Keane, fam. Roy Keane.
Yeah,
so
you
okay.
you did.
But it's
You
just-
had to because Roy Keane fits in because you have to use
Oh
your
my
other
God.
stuff. You
but
you
it's
know how
just- but
difficult
it's
it is.
So
But it's
just
just-
Good luck.
But it's just the all-time. But it's just the all-time Premier League, so it doesn't really matter.
yeah, all time. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but good luck
just-
trying to get it with only one from each country. It's difficult. It's a
Just-
lot more difficult than you think.
Just as long as we can agree, the only Portugal player we will pick is Abel Xavier.
Oh. oh.
Well, there you have it. If you're enjoying the content we're putting out, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to leave a like. See you guys next week.